New at 10, people across the country are taking a hard look at law enforcement. Milwaukee's police chief says some of his officers are responding to that by quitting. Chief Alfonso Morales told Common Council members today during a meeting that was often contentious and combative. Tom Durian's at MPD headquarters.
The Steering and Rules Committee asked the police department for an update after the unrest beginning on May 29th in the city of Milwaukee, but it quickly turned into a rebuke of the police department. When the agenda item was reached at Monday's Steering and Rules Committee, the Milwaukee Police Department command staff presented information and answered council members' questions. But for some, the chief's absence spoke to a bigger issue.
Every time a chief doesn't show up for a committee item that is about MPD, all of that is a reminder of the exact state that we find our whole nation in right now with community police relations.
As the meeting, critical of the chief and the police department, went on for nearly 40 minutes, Chief Alfonso Morales joined his staff on the Zoom call.
I'll welcome any questions that you have come in. It's been busy. I think we all can say it's been very busy 3 weeks.
The chief said he had been in a meeting, but one of the first issues he mentioned was officer retention, the chief citing recent events surrounding policing as the reason at least some of the 65 officers are leaving.
Unfortunately, with the incidents that have occurred, we have a large number of staff that are resigning that probably would have stuck around had it not been for some of the events that are leading that have led to this.
The chief noted the loss of experienced officers but didn't give any more detail. The conversation turned to the confrontation between police and protesters June 2nd on 6th and McKinley. Council members wanted to know what the status was of the officers involved in a controversial arrest. Police officials say what happened didn't rise to taking the officers out of the field, but that they are reviewing the use of force with an outside firm. When asked about the decision to use tear gas on demonstrators, Chief Morales had this to say.
I support the decision making by my executive and command staff.
You support it after the fact, or you approved it in real time?
I support it before, during, and after.
Council members were also critical of the police department for what they called playing politics on social media by explaining how many officers would be lost with potential budget cuts to the department. Now, police officials said those tweets were in response to questions about defunding the police department and that they were accurate. Reporting outside the police administration building, Tom Durian, TMJ4 News.